Yo, welcome to the reason we started this entire podcast, basically.
Back to a place for happiness.
We'll find out. Pretty good. Yeah.
That's all we've read up to.
Yeah, Edgar. Make sure you don't. If you're listening. Yeah, he will. It's like he said he was going to listen to this. So, yeah. Fat Tome. Well, Dylan, yeah. You might as well just go with your first impressions right away. What do you got to say? Confident. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a cozy experience reading this book. When I picked it up on Friday and like read the first few pages at work, I was like giddy with excitement. I felt like a kid, little kid. It's like coming home and like all my troubles were just away from me and my only focus was just enjoying this book and like sitting down in a comfortable position and just being with these characters again. And that's basically been the vibe for the first 2 days. So totally agree. Really like the day by day format. I think it's a welcome change from the parts, and like really sets this book apart as being the conclusion of the first arc, doing something a bit different, but still keeping the same energy. Yeah, I don't know. Not much else to say for first impressions, other than yeah, it's pretty feel good. I like how Adeline is the one now that has like the most tension with Dalinar. And he's kind of the one that he's like basically just chilling for the first 4 books. And now he has the conflict where Kaladin and Shallan have been tortured mentally for the first 4 books. And they're actually, kind of coming to the end of their arc is what it feels like for the first 2 days. I'm sure shit's going to hit the fan soon. But, yeah, crazy shit with Odium. Who knows what's going on there? and crazy shit with Mishram. And the Ghost Bloods are not as boring as they used to be in this book, I feel like, which is also good. Curious to see which one that is. I can't think of it. Ryland, what do you think so far?
Yeah, definitely agree with you guys in the sense that it's a feel good read. Been super exciting and fun to get back into it. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to pinpoint like highs and lows. I definitely feel like it's all like just building, and there's just so much going on, and so much that yeah, it just feels like it's been a really good start. I didn't even notice the day thing. That was really stupid of me. But I just told it as like I felt it as parts. That's why I just read it as parts. But yeah, it's day 2 makes sense. That's nice. That is satisfying to know to have that time frame.
Yeah, it's 10 days.
Yeah, makes sense. It's been good. It's sorry. What that
Oh
means?
yeah, it's like a spoiler that the format of the book. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely wish I was more caught up. Definitely Googling a lot of things carefully to figure out what's going on. But I feel like Brandon does a pretty good job of catching you up on the really relevant parts. But like I want to know everything, and kind of wish we would have reread them all. But I know that would have taken so much time. But I'm excited to talk more about it, and then like get what everyone else remembers, kind of thing too, going on.
Yeah, definitely want to talk about the epicness and the Cosmere of it all with this book. Want to get into that as a discussion point for sure. Well, my first honest thought was, "Oh shit, I don't remember it. I don't remember nearly enough about the series to to tackle this book." And I like purchased the book. I get the book, and it's this big, and I'm like, read the first 2 pages, and I'm like, "Oh my god, what are these references?" Thankfully, it doesn't do that for the nearly as to that nearly the same degree as that, except maybe the interludes. But well, first of all, another thing was like Gavilar as the perspective was really cool. I had forgotten that every book the prologue starts with a different perspective the same night his assassination, and to get him as the one being assassinated was really cool. And just to see, even though we found on Rhythm of War that he wasn't a good dude, that he actually really wasn't a good dude at all. Yeah. Yeah.
Terrible, and I don't understand how like the Stormfather doesn't understand that. I don't understand the motives of Gavilar at all. It's weird they can trick him so well.
They
Mm.
tricked Dalinar. Navani was really the only one that saw through him. Yeah. Yeah, Dalinar still thinks he was like should have been him instead of Dalinar that died, and he would have taken him to glory and won the war already. Gavilar had stayed around. So
Edikar?
yeah.
Really? That makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't tell if the Stormfather is like just a really jank character, or if there's like some ultimate. There's got to be some ultimate like reason why the Stormfather is such a weird character. Like his motivations make no sense. He seems to miss information. Is he like a broken spren? Is right. He strives to embody the storm. Yeah. And Warbreaker. Well, also the Stormlight novellas, but that makes sense. Yeah. The Gavilar Stormfather. Yeah. Seems it's a good question. It seems at the same time like everything that's happening makes sense and is expected, and it's flowing like very in a very chill way. But at the same time, I keep thinking there's a lot of crazy events that also occur in this book so far. I didn't expect Wit to be such a key character. Yeah, like he's just like talking to everyone and giving everyone advice, and everyone's actually listening to him. And he's being, I feel like he's serious for most of the time in this book, which is another unexpected element. Um, yeah, the pacing as well is quite fast for a first part. If we call the first 2 days one part one, compared to the other books, like if you go back to Oathbringer, Rhythm of War, they're basically just this is just a lot of like diplomacy in those first parts of those books, and this one it's like we need to get the characters in position right away. But we already know these characters, so it's okay. You don't have to learn anything more about them. They're just go go go. let them talk to each other for a second, and then they're on. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, like the Adeline, Kaladin, Shallan trio that you've come to know and love. They're dynamic. Oh, they get one goodbye at the Oath Gate in Azamir, and that's it. Like I'm sure they're gonna meet up again for I don't know, but
No, because he made him promise he's gonna be back. Yeah.
will Adeline, Shallan, or Kaladin die in this book?
No. Maybe Alan. But we said that every time.
Well, the only time we predicted Dalinar was going to die like 100 times in the first two books, but
Yeah.
but after that we were like, okay, Dalinar's not going to die.
I think I remember saying that I thought Alan was gonna die.
Yeah, yeah. I
I think
feel
the
like
promise thing though, man, that made me think that there's no way he's gonna die.
well, it depends if Brandon wants to go for like the saddest possible ending for one of the characters. Then I feel like I don't know. Interesting. What about Seth, bro? What about Seth becoming Honor? Hero of Ages? Hmm. Yeah. Yo, it's confirmed. 100% confirmed already. Yeah, I can already say that Suzette is more interesting than Suzette in book 3. So, yeah.
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 I don't think he can because but because Wit said that Kaladin's not gonna return to help Dalinar with Odium. Don't we think whoever grabs whoever yeah. Yeah, we need honor for defeating Odium.
Yeah, because it's a contest of champions.
Mm.
Ah,
Wax is brought back.
yeah, the acts on their behalf.
Yeah. Yeah, Lon Wax and win.
Gavinor enters the contest. No.
Is what, sorry? Oh my gosh.
uh,
Yeah, I've been really surprised by the involvement of Wit. And I like it. I like how Wit's involved and like everyone's involved and everyone's just trying to help. But the
it
problem's
makes
so
sense.
big that
It
like
makes sense. Yeah.
it's beyond him for once.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's really a plot hole. That's yeah.
Wasn't it pretty hard to know because it was like, first of all, they 100% believed that he was going to follow the spirit of law, so they weren't 100% concerned. And then it wasn't that like the rules were that jank; it's just that Alethi rules are really jank. You know what I mean? Like you'd have to know the Alethi laws inside and out to be able to know that the contract was fucked. So like, yeah,
A loophole.
like
Yeah.
a pretty
Odium
solid
said
loophole.
he wouldn't exploit loopholes.
Yeah. So
So he
like,
followed
okay.
contract and spirit. So they're like, it's good.
So,
So Wait probably knew that it wasn't rock solid. It wasn't airtight, but because Odium had to follow it in spirit, or Raze did, and he was okay with it. So also, I didn't notice your shirt before, but that's sick shirt, bro. Yeah.
like, that's so sick, man. Wow. That's so.
It's like a sick shirt. It's like you wouldn't know unless you read it. That was like some weird, yeah.
I think. Sorry, go ahead. Oh my! I keep cutting you off, man. You literally start talking, and then I'm like, I can't process that you're talking. Do you think Wit's on the good side for sure, or do you think he's like helping out the Ghost Buds a bit? Okay. There's some of their intel is so good. It's like, and then like Wit's like been honest that he like, you know, like saving the planet's his ultimate goal.
We know we don't really know anything about why they want to release her though. Because she had previously she bonded the singers, or not the singers, but the Parshmen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if they could recapture her somehow and like transport her somewhere else, because they also want to be able to transport Stormlight. So if they can figure out how to do that, they can disconnect her from the planet and then like basically eradicate a civilization somewhere else as the ultimate weapon. Who knows at this point? Ishnar, something like that. Yatil. Yatil. Yeah, it's kind of set up to be like that. Um, but maybe they're connected too. So
I agree.
yeah, I'm curious to see where that goes. It's not my favorite. It wasn't my favorite part of book 3 for sure. Like it feels too easy, like an easy way out. Um,
Sure.
from a writing perspective. So it's like, yeah, but it's taking its time in a nice way. It's like the pacing is fast because there's been so much happening in this series so far. So you're forced to encounter all these different characters that you already know, and all these different places that have been introduced throughout the series. But still, like you get Kaladin saying goodbye to everyone. You still get like extensive like battle tactic discussions in Urithiru, which is I like. Um,
The
so
transportation is really fast. They're like, oh, we're gonna think about doing this, and then like the next scene, they're there
there,
midway doing it. Rather
yeah,
than before, it was like that was like multiple chapters of like describing every step of the way. But now it's like, hey,
yeah,
you guys know about Shadesmar? Okay, like we're in Shadesmar and we're already like, far away and like, I don't know. It's just really fast the pacing in that regard. As soon as they
yeah.
think of doing something, they're already there midway doing it.
I'm
Makes
really
sense.
glad there's no like extensive Shadesmar travel
Yes.
in this book. Rather than before, that was a bit of a rough part about that. It was like you're in this like prototype space where there's like no features of the landscape at all, and you're just traveling with these characters for like 20 chapters. Uh, yeah, it's on like a boat in an ocean, in a nondescript ocean. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what happened with him. It's like they didn't do anything other than just be there and be mysterious, and they're still mysterious in book 5. And it's like it's time to do something with them. But
Sounds like we're like a lot's gonna happen with them in day 3, because that's like the whole like Kaladin's whole plot revolves around the Herald.
well, Ishar is interesting. Yeah,
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 I
that
agree.
whole part
Other
of
ones
Rhythm
have been
of
really
War.
weak.
Yeah,
What do you do in Rhythm of
Tollenel,
War?
and even in Rhythm of War at the end of the book, we had Ishar doing some cool stuff, like some crazy stuff with bringing the Spren from Shadesmar into the physical realm, and then having them die
Right, right.
instantly. But he would like record how long they stayed alive in their bodies that they'd manifested. Still don't know what's happening there. And then, but yeah, I would have expected Talon to be kind of more of a consistent, more of an interesting character at this point, but he still just mutters to himself and does nothing. So, and don't know. I guess he's an Erethiru just chilling. Yeah. And then Jezrien, spoilers for the next 3 pages, Rylan, that you haven't read yet, but Jezrien dies in the interlude that you're about to read.
Why?
He's in the knife. Remember, he gets captured by Moash
Yeah.
in Oathbringer, and then L, which is the singer without rhythms. Right. That guy that we don't really know anything about. He uses void light and sends it into the crystal that's in the knife, and he kills him. Kills the Herald for good. So he's like actually dead now. So he was captured in there, but now he is deceased. He's no longer with us.
I feel like those can be used for like, and they're like randomly gonna pop up for like a scene and tell them the answer, but like be very reluctant to tell them, and then that's gonna be the plot.
That's really lame. Yeah.
I said I feel like those can be used as like a plot device for this book to like we don't know something, and so we're just gonna ask them, and after a lot of arguing, they're reluctantly gonna tell us, and then we're gonna know things.
Okay, here's a crazy theory. So you know how the heralds become sane when someone sends ideals. So well, that's insane. Yeah, yeah. So Seth is gonna get the 5th ideal, or someone will, or Dalinar will. Oh yeah, right. He's the 4th ideal. Yeah, but then he's the only one who's been talking. Yeah, he's the only one who's been talking about the 5th ideal of becoming the law itself, which will be him getting Honor Shard, so he'll become law. It's law itself, or Dalinar will get the shard. Someone's gonna ascend to the 5th ideal somehow, and then Tollenel will become Dalinar's champion, or whoever's champion, because he's the best fighter in the world. So
Is he? Yeah, he is. Yeah.
no, it was confirmed in Rhythm of War as well. No. But so was it a fan theory, or like how was it confirmed? Oh, like the voice actors did? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But how does that canon though? Like, how did they get the information? Okay, so he scripted it. He planned it. Okay. Okay. That's what I was confused about. I see. Mm.
Oh,
Tone.
all right. Yeah, let's go down the we. Let's go down Shalon's character this first 2 days. So she starts off.
He's the Herald, and yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it is in Lasting Integrity. What did they what did they talk about again? Oops.
forcing him to come with them.
Oh yeah, and she like gives him the picture of him walking away from a castle confidently, making a decision. It's like, he's
Yeah,
like, have you always done this? She's like, yeah, I'm good. I draw. He's like, no, have you always like used this power of the spiritual realm to activate a secret path to the future that manifests reality? She's like, oh, I guess so. He's like, right, yep, that was a cool part. And they leave. Just continuing with Shalon's recap. Um, they leave Lasting Integrity. They get attacked
that's
uh,
intense battle.
by a mustache twisting fuse guy who is very. He's like, I am John the Monarch, and I will destroy all humans. And yeah,
What's the way though, right?
yeah, that
Yeah,
was,
so powerful.
such a cool power. Physical person.
But obviously, it doesn't act like a star blade. She, she manifests radiant with a blade. That's a sharp blade, I think. But then stabs that person.
Stab,
But it's
blood
not
came out.
actually. Yeah, it's blood. Obviously, she can't manifest a sharp blade. Yeah, it's illusion.
Yeah, honestly, Shalon's powers, her use of powers throughout this whole day one and day two sequence is just the coolest. Like the coolest power usage in this part of the book out of anyone. Like she manifests her Radian as a physical person. She dual wields shard blades. One is a sword and a shield, and she gets the armor. I mean, come on.
And she uses the armor, yeah,
Yeah,
to like hold someone. That was a cool part.
yeah. Yeah,
Well, they have sex.
yeah, it's sex in the shower.
So you're right. There isn't a lot of chatting.
Yeah, most R-rated
Awful.
this Stormlight series has been so far, even though it wasn't very R-rated at all. But yeah,
Yeah, I skipped it because it was getting me stressed out.
all right, good. Yeah. He's like, you know what? He's like, you know what? I gotta read it a bit faster, and I'm feeling uncomfortable, so I'm gonna move it.
I
Move
like
on.
reading smut, so
Yeah. Yeah, Ryland's anti-smut.
I moved on. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes. Shallan's relationship with her team, I don't remember it being this good in the other books. It feels a lot more fleshed out. Like, I actually believe that it's like an interesting cast of characters, whereas before it felt like something that was thrown together, and it was like, okay, we need like Red and Vatha to be a fucking Lightweaver for some reason. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what it felt like, and it was like, okay, who is Shallan interacted with in this entire series? Those random guys, those random mercenaries. Okay, they're Lightweavers now. Gaz, okay, he's a Lightweaver, but
How did Gaz even become a Lightweaver?
yeah, it's like
I can't even remember how that happened.
I don't know. She just teamed up with them when she came to the Shattered Plains. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely not giving enough credit because I don't remember half
The
of what
main
happened.
guy, the main deserter.
Vatha?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But then Vatha was like running the. I don't know where he went. Was he part of the? Hmm.
But yeah, I remember Gaz. I remember there were some good interactions with Gaz and Kaladin when Shallan first brought Gaz into camp, and that was a good part. Um, I just remember not being interested when Shallan was like forming her team for Shadesmar in Rhythm of War. She's like picking people to go with her, and she's trying to figure out who the spy is. That's like a big plot element.
What?
And I was just like, did not enjoy that much. But now
Her.
she thought it was her own self, but then
Yeah,
it's
was
revealed
she
that there
spy?
actually was a spy
There's two.
all along. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I enjoyed it a lot in these first 2 days. The team dynamic. Yeah, because there's like character interactions with her own team. She was more competent, which made it more interesting to read as well because she had like a plan of action that made sense. I love the construction crew and like they're like setting up and like they're like actually digging like rocks, and then yeah, that was funny when she's like, okay, I better actually look like I'm doing something right now while we delay. She's like, oh, I actually got a good one out of the ground. Nice. She's like actually like focused on what she's doing. I thought it was just funny. Yeah, it was paced better.
I can't believe she got fooled by her own trick though. like taking out the guard and then going in, and then I was so I knew it was one of the three guards. It was them. That was I don't know. I did like she fooled them by becoming the guard and putting the mask on, and then like later on they're like, oh, there's three guards, and I'm like, as soon as they said there's three guards, I'm like, oh, come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why even
And then
why
there's
even
the
bring
reveal at the
anyone
end.
with us? God.
The reveal at the end. It's like two tall ones and a short one. And Brandon was like writing. It's like he thinks like fire is coming out of his pen. He's like, oh fuck, this is crazy, bro. And he's like, the reveal. He's like,
Yeah. And as soon as I saw the corner, I'm like, it's definitely left. Get out of here. Like there was two people. It's like, oh, it's definitely left.
yeah, we do that though. I think.
Yeah.
Going in there, they were ready to go. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, Marie's and that girl got sucked in too, no, hey? How would they
Yeah,
not?
they did. They did. Yeah, they did.
We can't confirm, Kieran. I don't think we can confirm.
What are they going to see in the spiritual realm? Is it going to be like mind-breaking imagery? Maybe Gavnor is going to come out as a full-grown man, and he will be the champion.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You laugh too much. Uh, all right. You
There
roasted
it
me
is.
so much.
Yeah.
You roasted me so much. Oh,
Yeah. That's Shalon Arc for day 1 and 2.
yeah. Anything else there? I thought, yeah, she was very interesting. Definitely a boss. Super powerful, especially in Shadesbar. That was cool.
Potentially the most OP Radiant. Yeah, maybe the most potential though with the double bond. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and is Jasmine practicing all the time? Probably, but
Yes.
I gotta say the weird connection with Jasmine and Wit. Like, speaking of being weirdly connected to someone,
Yeah.
what's going on there? That age gap's a little concerning.
We'll be right back. Today on Dr. Phil. Yep.
Yeah, two like LGBTQ big moments in this 2 days with
What was the other one?
it was Navani's like squire, like partner that was like saying, "I don't identify with being a man or woman" to the sibling. Ronnie's like ward, kind of like that girl, which is like very like yeah. It was, and then saying that's I can relate actually. So that was interesting. Yeah, I like how she spends his lift. That's so cool. And Lift's like just roasting her for being a building, and then and then and she's yeah, like people fart you, and she's like, well, you're actually home to like millions of freaking bugs too. So that was good.
Yeah, she's like,
No,
yeah,
she
but
had
Mark, you
yeah.
know that there's lots of millions of bugs that live all over us. He's like, gross, and that's the conversation.
Oh, and then she's
Yep.
like, "Do you know, Gabba? Do you know that we're worthless and no one should listen to us?" And Gabba's like, "Yeah, of course, we're kids." And then she's like, exactly, sibling.
She's like bringing you down to my level.
Yeah,
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 that's to be expected.
yeah.
And then her being like hormonal and crushing on all the guys. Lift, very interesting.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like, look at
Yeah,
Sigil. What was the other guy? I can't remember.
Dryer maybe Trey. Yeah, and then the sibling has a good conversation with Vani about like uh the ethical way of having spread and fabrials.
Yeah, they did an
Um,
experiment with naming the fire. Bren.
their cameras off. Yeah, that which I thought was cool because I was wondering how they're gonna get that over. I knew they had to deal with that somehow. Like the fabrial being unethical.
Yeah, can rotate them out. They seem unaffected by being trapped in the fabrial. I love the siblings' reactions. Like, bro, why are you showing me this crazy shit? She's like, well, we're trying to like just shaking their head the whole time, but it's cool. Oh, I just thought it was my back. Just thought it was funny that the sibling like was freaking out about the experiment. Like, why are you showing me this torture? And then Navani's like, no, it's like ethical now. And the sibling's like, just still shaking his head. It's like it's a funny sequence. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did. I definitely remember because I just listened to it not long ago. It was like she was so really upset, and then Imani's like, "Well, this is like a lot better. So shouldn't you appreciate this progress?" And someone's like, "Yes, I guess I can appreciate a compromise." Like,
I will
yeah.
consider. All right. Yeah. I feel like Brandon intentionally did that to be like, Kaladin doesn't have depression currently. This is a big moment. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So this isn't gonna last.
Yeah, but at least for this one chapter, at least you know. Yeah, I thought it was pretty. I mean, after all, not much to say about Kaladin the first day. I mean, not there is some stuff, but not compared to yeah, not compared to what happens. Yeah. Let me say goodbye to everyone. It's kind of like reminding the reader like all the good stuff about Kaladin and like why we love him as a character in the first day. It's like, yeah.
It still was fun.
Yeah, he goes to the library. Yeah, it's set up. Basically all set up. But some great moments though. Some very, very, very quality moments with him. Like going to the library with Syl and him just roasting the librarian for being an asshole. Yeah. Like you're an unhappy person who likes to bully people because you're unsatisfied with your life. So yeah. Yeah. um I loved the training sequence with the Windrunner Squires and Scar throwing the spears out of the window. And, yeah, bro. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's discipline.
Beautiful. Mm.
Um, yeah, Yanagon is such an interesting character. He's one of the most interesting small characters. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's just segue right into that, like the Cosmere of and epicness of this book. I find especially some of the I don't know, some of the Warbreaker references and are going over my head right now. Like I can't remember that book that well for some reason. And it is frustrating. I gotta admit, it's some of the it takes me out of it a bit. I know I could easily find the information that I need, but I've never been like when I watch like Marvel movies and stuff. I've never been one to be like, oh, look at that reference. Like the less I know, the better. That's kind of the way I see it. I want it to be contained. So it's so far he's still not like even close to being too much for me with the Cosmere stuff, but I do worry about it getting too much in that direction, especially if it becomes like a huge plot point. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the sword is like Yeah, yeah. The sword is like intentionally out of place. Destroy evil. Yeah. Vivenna. Yeah. As your yeah.
Mm, right, right. And
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and that wit holds his memories in breath, which is cool.
That
That
was a
was
reveal.
that
Yeah.
was a nice reveal, was it? It was in this book mentioned again as well. How does he do that again? I remember that chapter, but yeah. And how does Taravangian get access to those?
Doesn't it's not clear.
Because why would you just mess with some memories, not a ton? I know, but if he just took away all of his memories. If all of his memories are gone, then he wouldn't even. I know that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, it would really handicap him if you took all of his memories. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because he wants White to not know that Odium is now Terravangian. Terravangian is now Odium, which is what
Actually,
happens.
it's
So
really unsatisfying that they don't know who it is. I
yeah.
feel like that was so helpful for them. Like, yeah, know how he thinks a bit more, and they've
What's
all
what's
met.
your
Most of them have met them.
what's your guys' Odium prediction? Because we have this the man of two minds right now. We have the Odium side and the Terravangian side fighting each other in the interludes. Do you think Odium is gonna redeem? Do you think Terravangian will redeem Odium, or will he go to the dark side by the end of this book? Yeah, I think so as well. It wouldn't make a good book.
Podcast comes, and everyone's just happy. We're all just one big friendly family.
They do the the bro handshake.
Yeah.
Terravangian and Dalinar.
All right.
Fair enough. My prediction is that Terravangian is going to pull a marsh moment from Hero of Ages, and he's gonna be fighting Odium the whole time, and he's gonna like take out Dalinar's earring at the last second, and that shard of honor will enter Dalinar. That's yeah. So, well, I feel like it's set up in a way that Terramangin is gonna do something to resist Odium some way. Yeah. Probably won't be enough to stop the contest of champions or whatever, but give me something. Yeah, it's true.
There's like a Thanos in the background. Do you mean like Odium's just a pawn?
What if Dalinar what if Dalinar yeah, so what if Dalinar becomes Odium's like champion basically for the next 5 books? Yeah.
That'd be so lame. That'd be the lamest. That'd be so lame. That'd be a terrible ending. Like, we don't hear
I'd be
about
like,
Dalinar, Adeline. Sorry, we don't hear about Dalinar, Navani, Shallan for the rest of the book. And they're like, oh yeah, I didn't show up. They lose.
it'll be like Stormlight Archive. Just they never show up, and the last page will be like Stormlight Archive will return in 2030 with book 6. It's like, oh,
Really? Oh my god. Oh, that'd be fun though.
enough, man. Brando deserves a break from this beast of a series. How do you guys think about that? Adeline, Dalinar. Oh, sorry. Yeah, not too much to say about him yet, but he's always been a cool character with a very interesting perspective. And I remember loving his from the very first book, loving his individual chapters. So getting more Seth flashbacks is like guaranteed to be good. I remember finding out when he was going to be the flashback character, and we were so stoked on life. So. Oh, and at the end of part 2, not very far. I think it's like
He just moved the rocks. They just moved the rocks. And then they heard an explosion, I think, that people were raiding.
yeah, going to be a classic, but good. Maybe instead of basic. That's what you're saying. What do you guys think about the Dalinar Adeline tension? You think it's overdone, or do you think it's good? Yeah.
So he's mad because he found out that Dalinar killed his mom.
Oh, really?
You can hear still?
Yo, you can hear me now. Incredible.
Oh, the whole time you had no audio.
Yeah, my
working?
audio is off. Oof.
Oh,
L L L.
who told? How did you find that out?
Saoirse texted me.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh! Again, did you forget to do the thing?
I forgot to check. Well, it's just like I have to make sure that it's got my mic hooked up.
That's so
bad.
bad.
L.
All
Oh
right.
no. Okay, we'll restart.
Adeline's mad
Welcome to Books on
because
Tap.
Yeah. Adeline's mad because Dalinar didn't tell anyone that he killed Evie in the fire.
Why did he kill Evie again?
He accidentally did, remember? At the when
In
he
He
the
was burning a city to the ground because someone defied him. Like another city captain refused to give ground to Dalinar and let them in the city. So he burned the city to the ground, but Evie was hiding or captured. I can't remember why she was in there.
Evie
yes,
basically
yeah.
went to them.
Oh yeah.
She gave herself in basically stupidly, and then was put in the dungeons.
Yeah.
And the dungeons ended up being because he'd sacked the city before, and there was the safe hole, right? And then he like threw a burning barrel into the safe hole or whatever. And then afterwards, he's like, "Oh, you think we still hide out there? That's where we keep our prisoners." And Evie was in there, and you killed her.
Yeah, you didn't just kill her. You burned her alive with oil on fire. Yeah.
By accident, though.
Yeah.
By accident,
And
though.
so Adflin is rightfully a little bit upset about this.
Yeah, writes it in a
And
book and publishes
yeah.
it for everyone to see. And Adam's like, "You motherfucker, bro."
Before telling his sons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty dick move by Dalinar.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then Dalinar is mad because Adeline is just a rebellious kid who doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Not the best father figure.
Yeah, not really looking with his eyes or his emotions or any looking at all at his son. Yeah.
Not at all.
So yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a bit uncharacteristic of Dalinar potentially the
It's
way
a
he's
bit.
being
It's a
with
bit.
Adeline.
I think it's interesting how much like the small like relationship things they're touching on. Like I don't know, for some reason it seems unexpected, but I think it's nice to ground it kind of because like this relationship, and then there's uh Dalinar's relationship with Gavinar kid,
Hmm.
and then there's Jasna and Wit, which is good.
Yeah, I actually really agree. I think it grounds the story out a lot more. I actually don't think it's super unrealistic of Dalinar. Like, we kind of do see him as this guy who's like super into honor and everything, but like that doesn't mean he's necessarily good at relationships with people and
Good
understanding
point.
people's feelings. And I feel like it's almost more realistic for him to be like, we've kind of like he still hasn't changed as a like he's changed for sure. Like Dalinar as a person has grown, but like he's still the person that we saw in the flashbacks, like deep down.
Yeah.
Um,
We know he
and
wasn't really a present father
yeah,
at
exactly. He's
all.
not a very present father. He was a drunk. Like he didn't have a ton of morals. I think back then maybe, or like he did, but like not like the core was
think
kind of there, but
I think he's
he's
he's actually honorable now,
yeah,
but he is the king of Earthiru and he doesn't really have time for anyone's shit.
pretty much.
Like that's
Yeah.
the way he sees it. So it's like he basically just sees everything at surface value. The reason he loves Kaladin so much is because like he embodies like the perfect soldier, even though he's kind of fucked up in the head at times. Whereas Adeline is like outwardly more rebellious than Kaladin, but he has a heart of gold.
Exactly.
Whereas Dalinar just can't see that. He only sees the surface level because that's all he has time for. So yeah, I think that does make sense now that we talk about it. And I do, but yeah, even without thinking that, like before, like even if I thought that was a bit unrealistic, I still really like it as a plot device. I think it's really good for Adeline and Dalinar to have that tension, and for Adeline to have something like that on his mind as he enters the war. It's like, it's good.
I agree.
What else? Is anything else character-wise that's big we missed? Got the
I
mink.
feel like that's most people. Yeah, I liked that Dalinar.
Oh, did you
Sent
like that
people-
part?
I did. Yeah, I thought it was.
Oh, I thought that was like
It's kind of
showing.
really embodying that Dalinar kind of is honor.
Yeah, I think it makes sense with that storyline, but I think like
You didn't like it because you thought it was bad tactics. Oh wait, I think Round's frozen. Is it?
Oh yeah, it just looked like he was contemplating so
Yeah.
hard.
Oh no.
That totally
Bros.
got me for like 10 seconds. Yeah.
Bro's thinking really hard about what to say about the bank. Oh, he's muted.
He's coming back.
Is he returned? Maybe. What did you think, Kieran?
Hey.
Oh, he's back.
Hey,
Yeah,
we were laughing pretty hard because you like paused as you were doing this. So we were like, man, he's like really thinking hard about this, what he's gonna say. It was like it got us for like 10 seconds, man. We like didn't talk, just like waited for you to say something.
What were you saying about
That's
the bank? Did you not like it? Why did you like it? No way, he froze again.
I'm just joking. I don't know, man. I thought that was just like Lift saying, man, sometimes you gotta go against the rules at times, and I just think that was not the right decision, and that frustrated me. And like with the Windrunners leaving, like in that moment, was just not the right decision. The two Windrunners that left, Shalon, to go potentially save a couple other people, like that was not the play. And I don't know if that's going to be brought up more, but
Yeah, that was a bit. I don't know. I guess it makes sense with the Windrunner thing. That was especially bad. I feel like with the mink thing, definitely makes sense for Dalinar to do that. Because he's such a man of morals. It wasn't actively bad play though. I agree with that.
It was
like the Mink knew that. And Mink was just playing on Dalinar like hard. Like the Mink knew that was.
Dude's also been helping Dalinar for ages. Didn't have any reason to really. And like it is kind of due for Dalinar to fucking fulfill his promise before the fucking end of the
Yeah, but like,
thing.
come on, man. The mink, he knows that Dalinar literally traded his own life so that Alethkar and her Daz could be saved in the deal.
Yeah.
It's like, what more do you want, man? And you're like, you know that everyone's in this coalition trying to defend as much land as possible right now. So I don't know. I think the mink making that call and asking for that is like a selfish play by him.
Dude, it's like he sent like a couple Windrunners, right? Like
50 Windrunners, man. 50.
50 Windrunners
out of 300.
Yeah, they'll be back in time. Just to save the day. Gandalf coming in with the bright light. Battle of Helm's Deep.
Down the really steep hill.
Had to be done like this for
dramatic effect.
For dramatic effect at the end in the final battle, wherever that ends up being.
But yeah, the Windrunners leaving, and especially who was it? Murray's said it, and then being
That
like,
was-
easy Windrunners, so easy to manipulate. That was just pretty cringe. That was like,
so cringe.
yeah.
Was it cringe? I thought it was pretty realistic. It'd be like fucking idiots.
It is realistic, but like,
I don't know how realistic it is, man. It's like
them running off.
I get that everyone is supposed to embody an ideal as a radiant and stuff, but it's like they're still humans. Like they're not 2 IQ. It's like it just
Yeah, it was really stupid of the
Yeah.
Windrunners to fucking fly off. I agree. It was insanely stupid of them to do that. I was like, oh my god, these fucking idiots. But like, I feel like Murray's comment on it wasn't cringe. It was like,
oh, exactly. Murray's was smart. So was her dad's.
yeah. I think it actually was kind of predictable that the Windrunners would fucking run off like that. Honestly, like,
I'm not saying it wasn't predictable, but I'm just saying it was
Yeah.
it was this big sad moment.
oh yes, yeah, it was like, oh, these idiots. But I thought it, yeah.
yeah.
I didn't think it was like out of place for it to happen.
I guess I'm just sad that it is predictable. It's like it's just a sad moment, I guess.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
this shit's way more important.
Yeah, there's some shit going down here, guys. But then you become Taravangian if you go too far in the other direction, do everything for the greater good.
Exactly.
You're Samaram at that point. So
That's true.
Yeah. Have you guys looked at, or Kieran, have you seen who the day 3 characters are?
yes. Well, I've read a bit of day 3, so yes.
Oh, okay,
I've seen-
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Notice who isn't on that.
Yeah.
See, like, I didn't realize until after I finished day 3. But I'm like, oh, yeah, it did say at the beginning, that none of the characters that went into the fucking, what's it called, are in this fucking chapter. Or this part. What the fuck?
And I
Spiritual
actually
realm.
just looked at day 4.
Huh?
Oi.
Why'd you go to day 4, bro?
I guess day 3 is short, right?
Day 3 is
Oh.
super short.
Day 2, yeah.
Day 3
I
is
don't
super
see that.
short, but yeah, it doesn't follow anyone that went into the fucking divine realm.
Makes sense, man.
I was shocked, honestly. I was shocked. I was like, I finished day 3 and I'm like, what the, that was such a cliffhanger at the end of day 2. What the fuck? How can you not cover that?
Got to keep them on their toes.
Yeah.
Man. Gotta never let them know your next move.
Hmm.
That's what Brando said.
How do we feel about Odium Taravangian? Oh yeah. What if he? Oh yeah, he gets some of that, and in the I4.
Cultivation is trying to coach him through life.
Yeah. I thought that was a relatively interesting one. Cultivation's trying to coach him. He's gonna try to let each side rule in turn. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what happens with Taravangian. Curious to see what happens with him.
Right. Well, one big prediction from everyone, and then we'll call it.
Oh boy, dude, don't do that to me. One big prediction.
Yeah, we already made a bunch, but
Yeah, we have
one stupid prediction from everyone of what will happen next.
Gavinor is
about
actually
that?
going to be Odium's champion.
Yeah, he's gonna age 50 years.
Something's
in
gonna
spiritual
happen
realm.
in the realm, and Gavinor is gonna become Odium's champion.
That would be pretty. I'm curious. I'm really interested to see what Gavinor actually does in the spiritual realm, though, as a 5-year-old. What happens to him?
Mm-hmm.
Is he just gonna be forever like messed up for life, or? Stupid
Prediction.
prediction.
What the hell are you doing here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, guys.
Yeah, that was pretty shocking when that happened. That Gavinor went in there.
Oh,
I
I
got
know.
nothing.
I have another one. I don't think Zeth is gonna finish this book as Skybreaker.
Oh man, he really is. That he really would follow this Zed timeline then if he did that. Break off what he previously believed.
Yeah.
And go to a new direction.
That's my theory is that that's gonna happen. We also know Sigzil at
Yeah, I
some
was
point
just gonna
probably
say.
becomes a Skybreaker. Maybe in this
Why?
book.
Maybe he's like goes to Seth. And he's like, trade you, bro.
Yeah, trade you, bro.
Swap it out.
How do we know that, Dylan?
What do you mean, dude? We read fucking Sunlit Man, bro. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Sigzil
Yeah.
is Sunlit Man, bro. So yeah, we know eventually Sigzil.
Comes a Skybreaker.
Dude, you think Sigzil's gonna fail in one of the? I feel like the Shattered Plains are gonna get lost. He's gonna lose the Shattered Plains.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
a bit too.
guaranteed.
He has a bit too many mental health issues in Sunlit Man for him not to. I feel like.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah, I honestly maybe wish that we didn't read Sunlit Man until after this book, but we'll see. Maybe we're being pulled in the wrong direction, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing other than what I already said.
Guess what I'm staring at right now? I just read the first sentence of day 4.
Oh my god. I think Talon will be champion.
It's a
Dalinar's
good
champion.
theory.
I think it's actually possible. So
Yeah, it's not gonna be Ishar. I don't know what's gonna happen with Ishar, but it's not champion related. There's something else is happening on that side of the planet with like Kaladin and Zeth that's going to modify the world in some way, I think.
yeah.
Like they're
We had the Sill
like-
talking about like the world's changing and stuff like that. So
yeah, like Dalinar and Odium are like they're doing stuff for like the power struggle of like who owns the planet, and then like Kaladin and Zeth are like, oh yeah, we're gonna change the actual nature of of Roshar, I think. Is my kind of vibe with that.
dang.
I think Lift is gonna be the champion. That's my crazy prediction.
Lift?
Who?
Lift.
Dude.
Ah, fuck no. Hopefully not,
You
bro.
ruined the whole series.
My
for you
least
guys.
favorite character, bro. Yeah.
Lift's like, I knew you'd pick me type butt.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. I do like Lift. I like everything Lift does in this part, but just yeah, I'll never get used to the sense of humor being so different from the rest of the vibe of the book. Yeah. All right. Guess that's it for now.
We'll see you next. We'll see you on Sunday when we finish up to day 5, right, guys?
Of course.
What we should try to establish this now.
Yeah, we should establish properly.
End of book 3, end of day 3 by next Wednesday.
Oh my god, you can't do that to me, bro. How long is day 4?
We could definitely do up to day.
Day 3 is really short. We're not gonna have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
3.
Well, I think we have to do up to day 5, unfortunately, because day 6 is 681. Like starts
Yeah.
at 681.
Day 4 is only like 100 pages though. 110 pages. I guess. Yeah, I guess I read ahead. I guess that's got to be
The finish
end of
day.
End of day 4, 531.
Yeah, and the interludes after day 4.
Yeah.
All right, by January 1st.
By
January 8th.
1st, bro? What the hell?
Oh yeah. Right. Okay, so then we have to do day 6 as well. Yeah.
Oh wait,
It's Christmas next week.
yeah,
Wednesday.
shit, it is. Oh no.
Yeah.
What? Okay. What if we do? Can you...
I don't need to see my family. It's okay.
Yeah.
Agreed. Where to go? All right, we'll figure this out off stream, but
That's good.
All right, we'll figure it out later.
Maybe a Sunday. Maybe a Sunday.
Definitely at least we finish day 6 by the next time. But yeah,
Yeah.
if we're gonna do it, not next week.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
All right.
We'll see you next time on Books on Tap, guys. We'll be back probably doing 3 to 6, maybe 3 to 5, depending. We'll see. All right. See you later.